There is something special about this man, something that only he can do, something he knows that others don't. What methodology did Andrew Tate use on us, the audience, to grab our attention, to become more famous and richer? Attention, this video aims to learn from Andrew Tate. However, it's important to emphasize that I won't be addressing any illegal activities linked to him, and I'll remain neutral regarding the accusations against him. In other words, I'm not gonna shit on him, dude. I'm just analyzing his methods to learn from him. So Andrew Tate fans, Andrew Tate haters, put your release down, because I'm gonna be objective in this video. Hit it, pattern interrupt. Pattern interrupt is anything that would shock the person you're talking to. Pattern interrupt is being different. Everybody believes in a certain idea. You come up and say, no, this is what I believe and you people are wrong. In that situation, you could be right or you could be wrong. But what matters is being different and being able to shock the people around you. Everybody knows that crunches are good for abs. Wrong. Everybody knows that we're all gonna die someday. Wrong. I believe I can stop humans from dying, and I'm also gonna use my son's blood for one of my projects. Thousands of years ago, everybody believed that the earth was flat. Someone came out and said, hey, it's actually round. Everybody reacted to him and called him stupid. Now it's vice versa. Whenever people see a flat earther, they overreact to him and call him stupid. Now let's take a look at some of the pattern interrupts that Andrew Tate did. In so many of them, he's just joking, but they actually worked for him, and some of them are pure comedy.
Spider-Man is a dork. There's nothing admirable about Spider-Man. He was a dork who got bit by a spider. Now he's super spider dork, and he still can't get laid.
Look at Bill Gates. He's a billionaire and he wears a slur. Bill Gates is a geek. He's sitting at Windows. Who even uses Windows? Nobody. Windows hasn't had a good product in 15 years.
The exact moment when the Western generation got up, I know whose fault it is, and it's the fault of friends. It's ruined the world. And it's ruined the world because what it's done is, it was so insanely popular, and everyone watched it, and all it did was portray men as women.
If you're the kind of person who feels like they need therapy, you're useless.
You're a slave if you have a job in any form.
But that's not the end of the story. Why did people agree with Andrew Tate? Because if you do pattern interrupt with bad execution, you're gonna get negative feedback. Take vegans, flat earthers, climate change activists, for example. I'm not gonna talk about how right or wrong any of them are. What I'm trying to say is what they have in common is pattern interrupt with bad execution. But in Andrew Tate's case, when he started doing podcasts with his friends, he was already rich. He was already a former kickboxing champion. He was a successful man. He looked legit. So he says something and people hear it and their brain goes like, who the fuck is this guy? Wait, he has muscles? I like that. Oh, he's a kickboxing champion? I admire that. Oh, he's rich? He has big eyes? Then he's definitely right. Keep in mind that I'm not saying everybody that stands on Andrew Tate's sides comes up with conclusions like that. Nah. What I'm trying to say is average people, they see Andrew Tate doing something to draw the people's attention to himself, they react to it, and Andrew looks legit to them, and then he becomes the guru. And even if they don't like Andrew Tate, they're also gonna react to it, which is also gonna be beneficial to Andrew. Attention, acceptance, becoming a follower of Andrew Tate. Attention, rejection, becoming a hater of Andrew Tate. But he's gonna benefit from both sides. I'm not saying it's evil, I'm not saying it's heroic, but it's a method and it's working. This is a good one. This is the moment he came up with the Matrix. We are the Reds, they are the Blues. Here's a conspiracy. They don't like us and they're gonna do this and that to us. If you want to survive their evil plans, do this and that. You see, fighting is in our nature. We're all naturally looking for a reason to fight. But in today's society, it's impossible for so many people to have their own fights. The society doesn't let us to release our rage. And on the other hand, we humans, we also want to be a part of something. To be in communities, in groups. And someone like Andrew Tate, he knows those kind of feelings, he can trigger them, get our attention, and give us a reason to fight. That's how the governments do it when they're running elections. That's how showrunners do it when they're making two beloved characters fighting each other. That's how Andrew Tate does it. Those evil liberals are gonna make our man weak and corrupt our society. Those stupid conservatives are gonna harass us with their dominance and toxic masculinity. Fight them. Get in, pick a side, and fight. And if you don't, those evil people are gonna win the war, and that's not gonna be good for you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is us versus them technique, which is highly effective. And get this, the leaders of both sides are benefiting from this. Like from the conservatives, Patrick Bet-David, Andrew Tate, Ben Shapiro. On the leftists, Hassan Parker, Destiny. I don't know many leftist people, they're having a rough time. But yeah, they're all benefiting from, they're all making money. So yeah, I used to do a little bit of marketing and copywriting, and according to my analysis, these are the methods that Andrew Tate uses to get noticed. My next video is probably going to be about the female Ben Shapiro, Brett Cooper, and I'm going to talk about how she became famous by using her beauty without nudity. So yeah, I make content about famous and successful people, and I talk about how they became famous and successful. And please subscribe, because I really need to monetize this son of a bitch, and likes would be appreciated. Thanks.